There's no shortage of advice when it comes to building wealth. Books, masterminds, seminars, workshops, and many more are filled with formulas, frameworks, and financial philosophies. And sure, all of that has its place. Working hard matters. Investing matters. Discipline matters. But there's one truth most men don't learn soon enough, not from business schools, financial magazines, or from guru sand, that is this. Who you marry will either set the foundation for your future or silently sabotage it from within. Marrying the right woman is the most important part of building real, long-lasting wealth, not just in your bank account, but in your life, your health, your legacy, and your peace. Wealth isn't just about how much you earn. It's about how much you keep, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and how far your life can stretch without falling to pieces under pressure. And that all starts at home. You can make millions and still feel bankrupt if your marriage is filled with chaos. You can close deals and sign contracts, but if you're walking through emotional warfare every time you head back to your door, that success won't be sustainable. You'll be torn in twinning professionally while unraveling personally. She controls the tone of your environment, and your environment controls your energy. And when your energy is off, your vision suffers, your leadership slips, your presence disappears, and your discipline collapses under the pressure of internal resistance. All of this stems from one place, home. You don't need motivation when you have peace. You don't need external validation when you have love rooted in loyalty and purpose. You don't need to escape via unhealthy habits, false vices, or performance-based identity when you know the person beside you isn't impressed by what you do, but loves you for who you are. Here's the truth most men realize far too late. The right woman is not a distraction from your goals. She is your greatest defense and your greatest advantage. She is your mirror, your covering, your counsel, and your catalyst. If you marry a woman who lives for image, who craves attention from everyone but respect for the one she's with, you'll never feel truly safe. If you marry someone who competes with you instead of believing in you, you're marrying long-term resistance. If you marry someone who lacks emotional depth and spiritual maturity, they'll fold when the valleys come, and they will come. But with the right woman, a wise woman, a focused woman, a woman who values inner wealth as much as outer abundance, your entire life rises. She knows when to pray for you when you won't ask for it. She knows when you need to be left alone to handle something and when you need a soft place to land. She knows how to correct you without disrespect and how to comfort you without enabling weakness. She knows the language of peace, and she speaks it fluently. She doesn't just want your lifestyle, she wants your life. In fact, she wants your legacy, which is why she's invested in your character more than your income. She's interested in who you are behind the business suit, before the accolades, beyond the results. And you'll find that when a man's soul is settled, his purpose becomes sharper, because you're no longer building just for you. You're building for the woman who stuck beside you when there was nothing but an idea. You're building for the family you raised together. You're building with intention, with generational vision, with structure. No more starting over. No more chasing women while trying to chase your goals. No more losing yourself trying to keep someone who doesn't even respect the man you're trying to become. That's the fruit of marrying in alignment, not attraction alone. Because every wrong relationship will cost you. It'll cost you focus. It'll cost you discipline. It'll cost you years trying to recover from damage that could have been avoided with wisdom. A divided heart creates a distracted life, and a distracted man rarely builds anything that lasts. But peace is priceless, and the right woman will guard your peace like her own. She invests time, not just emotions. She listens with presence, not pity. She doesn't panic in storms, she prays. She doesn't run from hard seasons, she rises with you in them. She helps you become more decisive, more daring, more disciplined, not because she tells you what to do, but because she honors you so well that it reminds you to live in a way that honors her. She's not insecure about your drive or threatened by your ambition. She amplifies you. And when a woman amplifies the best parts of you, wealth becomes inevitable. Not just financial wealth, life wealth. A rich legacy. A thriving household. A spirit that's unshakable, because you're no longer building from a place of survival, but from overflow. This kind of woman is rare, but she does exist. And she's not always loud, not always flashy. You might miss her if you're blinded by the wrong priorities. She probably won't stand out in the crowd with drama. She'll stand out with peace, with intelligence, with grace, with quiet strength. And that strength will become a pillar in your life you didn't even know you needed until she showed up. She will be your balance, your battery, your blueprint, your bridge taking you where your own strength might not have reached alone. Marrying her is not just about status or compatibility. It's about aligned destiny. Because she's not just your wife. She's your partner in the spiritual realm. She's the one shaping the emotional atmosphere you'll live and lead in. She's one half of the energy that will raise your children. She's the one creating the climate that your purpose will either flourish in or fail in. So don't take that decision lightly. Forget everything you've been taught about marriage being just a personal choice. It's a strategic alliance, and your marriage is either a weapon against the enemy of your destiny, a breeding ground for your greatest losses. Build with someone whose focus matches your fire. Build with someone who's in rhythm with your purpose. Build with someone you'd still trust in the storm. Build with someone who sees the unseen and loves your soul, not just your hustle. Because when your values match, your future compounds. Your home becomes your headquarters. Your faith becomes fuel. And your wealth becomes natural. That's what it means to build with wisdom. Marrying the right woman is not just a blessing, it's the greatest wealth decision of your life. So take your time. Choose her with prayer, not just preference. Choose with discernment, not desperation. Because who she is behind closed doors will always matter more than how she looks in public. She's not your trophy. She's your team. And when she's the right one, you'll know, because your life will finally stop feeling like a one-man race and start looking like a well-run kingdom. A kingdom built to last. Together.